For me right now, Philly is I don't think it's unfair to say. They're like the second best team in the Eastern Conference.
The numbers told the story. They always do.
It's one of those idiots who believe in analytics.
This is a numbers game with Gil Alexander on VSiN.
What's your favorite series play that's established?
So I bet both games today. I laid, Kelly and I were texting about this a little bit yesterday. I laid 4.5 with the Philadelphia 76ers. I like this matchup for them. Tyrese Maxey cooked the Miami Heat in the regular season. If you look at the regular season series finale, he actually almost had like a 40-point triple-double in that game against Miami. Yeah. And Embiid's great. And they tried. I went back and watched that game again. They tried everything for Philly, or for Miami defensively. They tried a zone. They tried a box and one. They tried a lot of different things, and it just didn't work. And Miami, I'm sorry, but we're doing this resting on the laurels of a finals run from last year. Jimmy's talking again.
I was waiting.
Right, but their most used lineup stinks. Terry Rozier has been inconsistent, and he's unhealthy.
And he's out.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly. So then you look at that point guard position, you're like, well, the guy we got to potentially fix our inconsistent offense isn't even going to be out there today. I just think there's too many things that work in the favor of the 76ers. Should also know, too, last 16 games, Philly, very quietly, 13-2-1 against the spread. They've really turned things on here. So I laid 4.5 here with Philly. I think that last time I looked, when I walked over here, at least 45 minutes ago, Circa was 4.5 juiced. Yeah. So you go out there and lay minus 115. I think that's playable. For me right now, Philly is I don't think it's unfair to say. They're like the second best team in the Eastern Conference. I've got a future on them that I bet back in December before Joel Embiid got hurt and all the madness happened. That I was feeling really good about because they looked awesome. But when you look at Joel Embiid, not really having dropped off since he's come back, he's looked very, very good. And for me, the low-key thing is, and I think he's officially out for today, but D'Anthony Melton, it looks like he's going to be back for this postseason. And if that's the case, their starting lineup, when they had him out there with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, they had a plus 33.3 net rating in the regular season. They were awesome together. It gives you the defensive-oriented guard. You have your dominant backcourt scorer. You have Joel Embiid. I think this team is great. And, of course, the more important part, right, is the side of the bracket they fall on, which is avoiding Boston until potentially an Eastern Conference Finals. It's a pick now between Milwaukee and Indiana and that series price. So you could see a scenario where you're talking about Knicks, Pacers, and then the Celtics for the Philadelphia 76ers. So I'd say, yes, not only would Philly be the bet for me in the Knicks series, but I think big picture, the Sixers maybe have a really clear path to finally make it to an Eastern Conference Finals at the very least.